Hey, hi. So, it's the end of the month. Um, which, if you're new to the channel, I do monthly updates at the end of the month or when it gets close to it, and more or less talk about things that I've done and then stuff that will be in the next month, basically. And if you've seen the last couple, then you already know what I'm gonna do. So, starting off. I already know you guys are probably already noticed I didn't do an intro. I was kind of trying that for August. I don't know, I just didn't feel like putting it in this one. I wasn't big on the intro. I'm not really getting all that, like, I don't really like a lot of intro stuff, the same intro all the time. So I might not just do I might not just do any intros at all on the like any like small games and stuff that I do. I might just have it just me coming in saying hey or whatever, like the normal thing I say. But besides that, we're gonna go ahead and start off with like some good news, and then I'll have to talk about some other things as well. Starting off, I got full time at my job, which is good. I'm now getting paid a little bit more. I got more hours, and that means I can like upgrade and work on my setup I got. Along with I can buy all the new games that are coming out, and I can try all the new games and stuff. And if there's other games you guys want me to try, I'll be able to. Along with that, and speaking of games, we also completed Fae, Unravel, and we had the next Rainbow Six Vegas video out. Now, I want to talk about Fae, and I'll talk about the others next. Fae, honestly, I like the game. Now, when I beat it, I didn't understand it. I was very confused because, in a way, the way the game works is you kind of have to. You're more or less having to explore the entire game, pick up everything, and try to understand everything around you, and then that's how you make sense of it. Now, since I didn't understand it, Wolf told me about it, and it made a lot more sense to me. I'll have like a little link in the bottom of an explanation, because I kind of don't remember all of it anymore, because it's been a while. But, honestly, what I do think, though, like, if I guess preference-wise of that game, I do prefer you play that game if you haven't played it or anything. Like, if it goes cheap or whatever, just give it a try. There are some minor glitches. I don't know if it was just me, but sometimes the animals will be a little bit bugged, and that was the only major thing I noticed. Like, there was nothing like game breaking, I guess you could say. I only ran across 2 bugs, I think, in the game. If there was more, I'm not sure, but last time I remember it was only 2. The first one, there was like a problem, like a frame rate issue. At one point, I was trying to jump, but it wouldn't let me. And there's another one. I didn't get to upload it because it got corrupted. But when I was doing the part for the wolves and stuff, one of the wolves got stuck in the wall, and I could communicate with it. But there's also an enemy one that was jumping back and forth on this area and was trying to target me. And they were glitched together where they kept bumping into each other, and I don't know why, but they did. Then after that, they all like popped out of the wall and then captured me, and it resetted me. I don't know why, but it did. But those were honestly the only 2 that problems I had that kind of like, they didn't make me mad or anything, but it was kind of like confusing in a way. But like I was saying though, I do prefer it. Now, the only negatives in this game, I would have to say, is if you're not into a game where it just drops you in and you got to explore and you just play it as it is, this game may not be for you. In my opinion, the game is pretty linear if you don't do all the explorations and stuff, and if you don't really like want to find out the real ending by like doing all the extra stuff and all that. But like I said, it's not for you if you don't want to do all that. But if you just want a straight linear game to play for more or less kind of like good background, or just something like, I guess, chill to play, either with like a friend or something like that, or by yourself, I would honestly recommend that one. I don't really have anything else to say about the game, because that's all I really got. But Now moving on to Unravel 2, I was honestly impressed with Unravel 2. It's one of my favorites right now. I haven't really played much after the story. I was thinking of doing the challenges in one whole video, doing all of them. But if I do that, I'm not going to do it like multiple videos. I'm going to do an entire video, but it's going to, I don't know when I'm going to do it, if I even get to it and stuff. But when I came into Unravel 2, I was thinking it was going to be like the first one, but a little bit harder. And what I mean by the first one is I thought I was going to have just as strong of a story. And in a way, the story isn't strong, but it's good in its own, in a weird way. And the reason why I say that is because, like, in the credits they're talking about how, like, I guess it's how they're talking about how hard it was, or how hard they had, and all the stuff that they had to do, and all the sacrifices and such. Which, to me, I don't know, it sounded reasonable. It made sense to me. And but I got a feeling that there's probably other things that happen, because honestly, like I said, from the first part, this game surprised me because it came out of nowhere. It came out at E3, and then it just like, hey, we're here. And once it came out, I bought it, and I was gonna record it whenever I got a chance, and I did. And moving forward, I never ran across any bugs in that one. No frame rate drops, so that's a good thing. Along with that, the game felt like a lot more fluent and fast paced, and compared to the first one. The first one did have its moments, but it also was very slow, and it felt like you were taking in more in that one than you were in the second one. Because in the second one, I mean, you couldn't take in, like, there's points in the game where you took in, like, what you were seeing or what you're analyzing, and you can even analyze the background. But there's some parts in the game of, like, Unravel 2 that didn't feel like you had a chance to, or you didn't get enough time, because either it was a running scene or it was kind of like not that interesting, if you get what I'm saying. But I will have to say both Unravels have the most amazing graphics, I would have to say. And when it comes to, I guess, gameplay, I honestly prefer Unravel 2 a bit more. Unravel 1's fun. It's really fun to play by yourself and stuff. Unravel 2 is fun to play by yourself, but it also is a bit unnerving because it's kind of hard. It kind of gets unnerving to do both of the characters at the same time, having to control both of them. I heard that it's actually pretty fun playing with another player, but I never had that luxury because I don't have other people to play with. I don't really like to do... here's the thing, I don't like to do a lot of collabs. Now, I know I've done at least 1, I don't know, but I really don't like to do it, and I don't know, I'm just not big on that. I more or less like to do stuff by myself, just how I've always been. And, yeah, that's all I really got. Now, back to the Unravel thing. If you're gonna decide to play the Unravel, I know they came out with a bundle pack for 1 and 2. Personally, if you just want to play one of them, if you want a heartfelt story, I would prefer I prefer the first one. Now, if you want a fun gameplay with a friend or someone, I honestly prefer the second one, because the second one is a lot of fun, and with all the things and all the puzzles you gotta do and all that. And on top of that, the puzzles are easy. It's just you gotta sit and think. You really can't just get up and go and do it, kind of. And that's all I really got on that. The only things, though, I guess the negatives, if you're not a platformer type like if you don't like platforming games, or if you don't like puzzles, then obviously this game is not for you. But besides that, it's a really good game for what it is. And the music in the game for both of them are amazing. I really like the second one music, though. Unravel 2's music and soundtrack is amazing to me. And yeah, that's all I got. Now, finally, we're gonna go to the Vegas video. The intro is kind of meant to be cringy if you've seen it. I meant for it to be cringy on purpose, just for the heck of it. And I also made like a little I guess montage for a prod. I put it in the little intro. I actually have the whole thing. If I'll put it at the end of this video, and so you can see the whole entire thing and like its actual sound and everything. And when I was first doing that idea, what I wanted to do is I was gonna see if I could get the Rad Brad. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna have the like when he was playing Outlast, and there's one part, I think it's the first part, where he was crawling, or not crawling, but like shifting through these books or whatever, and the one guy who goes little pig, he grabs him, and then Brad was like screaming. I was actually gonna have that for the part, and then I was gonna like flipping through more, but I emailed him and asked if it was okay, but he never emailed back, so I didn't put it in there. And then I emailed Prod and asked if it was okay if I could put like one of the videos in, and I went ahead and did that, as you can see. And honestly, Prod's a pretty cool guy. I think he's cool. I never really played with him, never really, I don't know, talked, besides just by just talking to him through Xbox and Twitter. That's the only ways I've like talked to him, I guess. But I don't know, he just seems like a cool guy to like maybe play a game with or talk to and stuff on the side or whatever. But yeah, that's all I really got on that. On top of that though, during the Vegas video, I noticed it until I just now re-noticed it, but I noticed that Wolf's like voice was cutting in and out sometimes, not all the times, but every now and then. That's not the video's fault, and it's not the game's fault. There was a problem with Xbox at the time where because he was trying to capture some moments as well, because what he'll do, because he doesn't record, like he doesn't have a capture card, so what he does is he'll like record it through the Xbox, download it, and he sends it to me, and I'll edit it and add it to the video. It's what I do. But it was acting weird, and now like the Xbox like upload thing's been messing up lately, so you may see it in the next video as well, because we did something, or he tried to capture something and it actually like kicked him out of the party, and I didn't know it. But that's all I'll say about that. I'm not gonna tell everything, but yeah, that's all I really got. I don't really have anything else major this month, or that happened this month. The only good thing is we did go up in views, so like total amount views, so that's good. I don't really care about subscribers, it's still the same, so that's good. I got low subscribers, so I don't have so many people watching, I guess. And yeah, that's really for that. Now, going to like future ideas, since I completed everything so far except Vegas, I was thinking of doing more side things. I'm not gonna be doing another playthroughs. I'm actually gonna finish Vegas, and then I'll probably do some more, because I want to do the Path of Exile that I said I was gonna do like a long time ago. I'm not gonna do Terra. I'm not a really big fan of Terra anymore. There's some other things I said in the previous videos that I said I was gonna do, and I probably didn't get time to do it. But whatever those were, I'm gonna do those too. So I do know I said I was gonna play Tekken and Injustice, so I am gonna do those. So I take that back. I'm still gonna do playthroughs, but what I meant to say is I'm not gonna do them as often as I've been within the months. So like probably this coming month, I might do one, because I did get one game recommended. It was pretty old when he asked, but the one guy I collabed with on Call of Duty, I think his name was Ginja Ninja. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. He said I should try out the Crash Bandicoot game. That's the remake or remaster. So I'll try that out, and I don't know if I'm going to do all of them or not. I probably will, because that's how I am. I just complete everything, or I like to complete everything. But on the side, I'll probably be playing Path of Exile, and I'm probably going to revisit some of the multiplayer games I haven't touched in a long time. So I'm going to be doing that next month. I'm not really going to be doing nothing major, nothing crazy, and probably November, I'll maybe, well, no, I take that back. I'll probably do the Tekken and Injustice 2 as well next month, but I'll probably put them all in one video for an hour long. Depending on how long Tekken is, it may vary, but and I know Injustice isn't really that long, because all it really is you're fighting and you have to, it's more or less cutscenes than anything. So, Injustice I'll probably have as one whole, like, part, and I don't know, make it, sit down and edit it and all that stuff. And Tekken, it just takes time. And also, I know I've got something weird on my schedule. I've been uploading late and stuff and early. That is my bad. My schedule did get changed since I did do full time, like I said previously. And along with that, I'm just gonna now, since I'm kind of like busy and I really don't get a lot of time to do stuff. At this time, I'm more or less just uploading whenever I get a chance, or I'm gonna start uploading when I get a chance. Now, I'm not just gonna be forcing myself to upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays to feel rushed every week. So what I'm going to be doing now is whenever I get the video done and I know I'm done with it and I'm happy with it, I'll have it up. And even though, yes, it's technically going to hurt me because the YouTube algorithm and all that good stuff, but I don't really care because it's quality over quantity in my opinion. If you're willing to put the work and stuff and you're willing to show that you're putting the work, I think that's kind of deserved than just putting out videos every day and it's the same. So I kind of want to put more time into that, and every now and then I'll have it, like if I'm not that busy, I'll have it normal again, kind of like where I just do Tuesdays or Thursdays through the whole month, and I'll probably have like a chill game or me just chilling and playing a game or whatever. But yeah, that's all I really got towards that. Along with that though, I do know that I didn't put the songs. I made some tunes for the Vegas video. I didn't put them in the link. That should be in there either by this video when it's out or after. But I didn't do it because I didn't get time, because I had to go to work the next day, like within the next minute. So I believe 3 or 2 of them that you can download for free, but there's one you can't, which that's of course the little prod thing, which will be at the end of this video as well. But that being said, that's really it. So to do a little small recap, we finished Faye, we finished Unravel 2, we made another Rainbow Six video. My upload schedule will be random now, so yeah. I'm going to be playing Injustice 2, Tekken, Path of Exile, Crash, and and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. If there isn't any, then if I missed any, then it's in the video. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys look forward to next month. And yeah, see ya.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you okay? Fine then, bitch, don't fucking